Hi everyone, today I'll be showing you 7 different ways on how to do water marble nails. I've been planning to do this video for like 2 years, but I never got around to do it, so I'm really happy that I finally got to. Now let's get started with method number 1, regular water marble. First, you need to pick the polishes. Make sure that they're not too thick and goopy. They need to be normal or kind of thin for it to spread. Next, put a ton of liquid latex on your finger because it will get super messy. I started with a white base so the colors will pop out more. Next, choose the tool that you want to use to drag the polish with to create the design. I'm using this tool from Born Pretty, and for 10% off on the entire store, use this code on the screen. And if you don't have this tool, you can always use just a toothpick, it doesn't really matter. When I watched other water marble tutorials, they all say that the water has to be like room temperature or something, so the polish will spread perfectly. So I just filled some water from my sink, and let's try it. Okay, it looks pretty okay, but too small. Okay, now let's try to create a design, and it dried. Seriously? Okay, let's try anyway. No, ew, okay, bye. I think the problem was that the water were too cold and I worked really slow, so let's try it again, and this time with actual room temperature water. Ooh, it spread so fast, looking good, and never mind. Okay, let's try it again with warm water, and wow, it spread super fast, and ooh, yeah, looking weird. Why does it spread like that? What's happening? Oh my god, that looks like a steak. Okay, it looks really bad, but better than before, so woohoo! Okay, let's try it again with warm water, but cooler than before. Okay, here's a tip for you. Don't drop the polish from distance or this will happen. Okay, let's try again. And damn, that's looking good! Okay, I don't know why it keeps moving, but it makes it really hard. Here's another tip. Make sure that after each stroke, you clean the tool or the brush. Okay, just dip your finger in the area that you want and then clean the excess polish. You should probably use a cotton swab for that, but I was so excited that it finally worked that I forgot to bring one. Take out your finger and yay, that looks okay. Now take an orange stick or something and spread the nail from the skin and then remove the liquid latex. So the pros and the cons for this method are: you can create the new design every single time, it's free because you only use polishes that you probably have, and you can use a toothpick instead if you don't want a tool, but if you do use the tool, it costs money, and also if you don't use a toothpick, it's a no tool method. And if you're not good at water marbling, then it's super hard, and of course you can practice, but I practiced so much and it's really hard, and also it's super messy and it takes time to do it if you do each nail and if you're really bad at it. Next is method number 2, Watermarble Sticker. So just do a regular water marble as before, and yay, it's looking good. Okay, I think that the reason that it's moving is because the bowl is too big, so you should probably use a cup or something. So after you're done, it looks pretty legit. Let it dry for like an hour or something. I have no idea how much I give it, but wait until it's completely dry. After it's completely dried, it's time to take it out and okay, I don't know how to do that. Okay, it's super thin. Okay, let's try it like that. And no. No. Okay, this is way more complicated than I thought. Okay, let's hope that this will work. And woohoo, it worked. Okay. Whew. I don't know if you need to let it dry or something from the water, but I did, so just leave it on a plastic bag or something. Because the colors are really see-through, I added a white base on my nail. Now when the base is almost dry but still a bit sticky, peel off the sticker and stick it on your nail where you want the design to be. And here's another tip: when you apply the sticker, use a cotton swab to stick it on, not your finger or an orange wood stick, but I was too lazy to get one, but eventually I got one. Then use an orange wood stick to cut it. And because the sticker was super thin, it didn't get cut perfectly, so I just fixed it with regular polish. And here are the pros and the cons. You can create a new design every single time. It's free because it's the same as the method before. It's a no tools, and it's less messy because it doesn't really need cleanup or whatever. But it's really hard if you're bad at water marble, and it was really hard to take it out of the water. Next is method number 3, dry marble, aka nail decals. All you need to do is take a plastic bag and apply the polishes on it. I've done this method like 10 billion times and I just love it. For full tutorials on how to do dry marble nails and nail decals, watch these videos. When you're done with the colors, drag the polish how you want it, and after I was done I realized that I should have probably used a striping brush and not something stiff like a toothpick, so it won't drag the polish so much, so I really recommend you to use a brush. And here's another tip: you should probably do more than one stripe on each polish for the effect. Let it dry completely for a couple of hours, and when it's dry, peel it off. Apply a base coat or a base polish, let it dry for a bit as before, and then stick the sticker on your nail. And please don't be a lazy idiot like me, and please use a cotton swab to stick it on. Now all you need to do is just cut the excess with an orange wood stick or something. Clean the rest and smooth it out. The pros and the cons for this are: it's super easy, it's perfect if you're bad at water marbling, perfect for beginners, you can create a new design every single time, it's free, it's a no tool-ish, depends on what you're using, and the only bad thing about this is that you need to plan ahead so the polish will dry, and that's it. I absolutely love this method. Next is method number 4, drag marble. Okay, so I just started with a white base and let it dry completely. Then I applied the colors and stripes on the nail. Then I took a striping brush and dragged the polish, and wow, that is so pretty. Okay, that's just ugly. I think the problem was is that I had a dry base underneath and also that it was a different color. Okay, so what you really need to do is use the lightest color from the colors that you're using and apply a thickish coat on your nail, and right after you're done, apply the rest of the colors. Also, apply a thick coat. Oops, that is too much. Then just drag the polish and remember to clean your brush after every drag. Okay, that looks so awesome. Just clean it up and it's perfect. The pros and the cons for this are: it's pretty easy, it's perfect if you're bad at water marbling. You can create a new design every single time. It's free because you probably have a striping brush at home if you're a nail artist, but maybe not. But the only bad thing about it is that it takes time to dry because it's thick coats of polish on top of each other, but it doesn't really matter. Next is method number 5, stamping. The striping plate I'm using is from Fruitti, and here again is the coupon code. I gotta say that their packaging has improved and that it's so pretty. And here's the stamping plate. Let's just remove the blue thing. This plate has really nice patterns and I'm gonna use this one. Apply a base color and then do the stamping. Okay, ew, these colors do not look good together. So ignoring the colors, let's just skip to the pros and cons. It's super easy and perfect for beginners, and it's perfect if you're bad at water marbling, but it costs money and it's kind of the same design every time because there's a limit for how many designs there are on the plate, and you can't really use multiple colors because it's stamping. And you can do like a gradient underneath, but it doesn't really look like a real water marble, but I don't know, that's my opinion. Next is method number 6, backward stamping. Do a regular stamping, but instead of stamping it on your nail, leave it on the stamper. Next, apply the colors that you want where it's empty, and don't use any orange wood stick or a toothpick to apply the colors, only the brush itself or maybe nail art brushes, because then it will ruin the stamper or the polish that you already stamped. When you're done, let it dry for a bit, and after it dried, apply a top coat on top and let it dry completely. After it dried, peel it off, apply a fresh coat of polish on your nail and stick it on. The top coat I used dried like a freaking plastic, so melting it with nail polish remover didn't really work. Eventually I used scissors, but it was exhausting. So the pros and the cons for this method are like the last method, but this time you can add multiple colors, so it's a bonus. And lastly, method number 7, nail stencils. Unfortunately, I don't have these nail stencils, so I can't show you, but you can get these at Twinkle Tea. I think they're the only ones that are selling these. But basically, you apply a base coat, then a top coat, let it dry completely, put the stencil on, apply the color, peel it off, clean it up, and that's basically it. So the pros and the cons for this are: it's kind of easy, so it's good for beginners. It's perfect if you're bad at water marbling, but it does cost money, and it's the same design every single time, and you have to plan ahead because of the top coat and all. And that concludes all of the methods that I have for water marbling. I hope that you liked it, and if you want me to do another video like this or something, write it down in the comments below, and make sure that you subscribe for more videos like this and give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!